Amanda's been going through a pretty dark path.
Yeah, a little dark.
So are things going to look up for her? Like we heard Kenya might be reappearing.
Yeah, is that a good thing? For Amanda it is. I mean, yes. For the rest of the town? No, I mean, I think, at the end of episode 6, we saw that Amanda, had quit Adreno for 2 weeks, so she is starting to get her life back together. She's trying to figure out, who would have put an implant in her, an ego implant, like that doesn't make any sense. We do start to see her getting certain parts of her life back together. But, she's surrounded by certain people that don't have her best interests at heart, and, she's kind of in the crosshairs of danger.
Do you think, do you think Nolan is one of those people that might not have her best interests in heart? Or is he one of her friends?
Their relationship is definitely tested this season. Let's just say it's just tested, it's tested in a big way. I really revealed a lot. It was awesome. I told you everything. I'm telling you with my eyes.
Can you do Morse code too?
Maybe I could figure that out.
Since we're talking about relationships, how about yours and Stama's? How is that going to change as the season progresses?
Well, I mean, there's one big secret that Stama has that would destroy Amanda. And would destroy the friendship that's developed. I'd be interested to see if that plays itself out this season. You guys are tricky. This is a tricky table.
Why do you think they made Tori leave?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're all tricky. I don't know, all of you. I've got my no spoiler radar on.
Well, to the degree that you can tell us,
Right.
what was your favorite thing to film for this season?
Favorite thing to film? As difficult as it was, that scene between Nolan and I in the alleyway where it was like the hallucination, as difficult as it was because it was extremely emotionally charged, it was good. I mean, I left exhausted after that scene that day, and I left proud of my work and proud of what we had to do together. And Grant is great to work with. He is solid. Amanda, I rail on him so many times physically, just pound on him, and he never once complains, and he doesn't even take a step backward. There's a scene coming up where I just have a full-on breakdown, and I rail on him, and my goal was to push him over. I honestly, because I wanted to push him over, and he's just so solid and he catches you and picks you up after and puts you back to one, and you do it all over again. And there's not many actors you can do that with.
Well, we did see Amanda kick a little ass as well,
Yes,
which
we
was kind of
did.
cool. Might we see
loved
more?
it.
Now we've seen that side. Might that come out more often?
I can't remember what's coming up. Well, I think we honestly all the episodes run together, so we do. We do see her be a bit of a badass the rest of the season. I love kicking that guy's ass, though. And by the way, that poor stunt guy. So our director was like, I really kicked the shit out of him, and I was like, but I don't want to. He's like, no, really do it. And I was like, okay. When you ask me to really do something, I really do. I mean, I beat that guy up. I beat him up so bad, and he took it, and he was a stunt guy, so he was used to it. But I went full out on him. It was fun. I didn't have to go to therapy for a month. Get all my rage out. I was so happy.
Tell the writers, can you write more fight scenes for me?
Yeah, I could actually like handle customer service on the phone, like without getting angry. It was awesome. Traffic, no problem. When they tell you to leave it, on the stage, when they tell you like to bring it and like to just leave it, I left it. I took all my rage and anger that I've ever had, and I just vomited it out and just left it. And I walked away, proud.
Have you had to go through any kind of special training for scenes like that? Or
No, I'm really good at it. No, I am. I'm really good.
Get a bunch of buffets,
yeah, I mean, throughout my career, I've done fight scenes and gun stuff and all that. So I guess over the years, I've had training. I'm a very physical person. I was an ice skater growing up. I was an athlete. I work out all the time. I've done my fair share of kickboxing classes. It's funny that Shelly, our stunt coordinator, and I've worked with her before. I did all those fights myself. There was no stunt double, and what she likes is that I make the fights look messy and scrappy, and that's like what I can do. I can't make them look perfect, but I can make them look scrappy. So, and I got mugged once in New York, and I put up a fight. So, I'm scrappy.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not entirely sure I want to how to react to that.
I know, right?
And then mug them back.
And I beat him up, but he got my bag, and I only had $20 in it, and I got yelled at by the cops. But we're fighting for $20. But I did put up a fight. Anybody else have a question?
I know that you've done a lot of really great roles that people love and still look on very, very, very favorably. How much has that experience and doing those roles affected how you are now on Defiance?
Wow, I mean, each job I learned something from. Every time I get to work as an actor, I learn something about myself. I learn something about how I approach my craft. It's why I love to work. I'm a workaholic, and so I pretty much take every and any job that comes along. Not all of them are good. I've been blessed with a lot of good ones, but there have been some not so good ones. But every job I look as an opportunity to learn something new, and so every role has kind of developed me into the next one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I feel that they're all there. They're all kind of in the background of each character I play. If that makes any sense. I sound so crazy.
No, you don't.
Okay. Talking about acting is sometimes can be so esoteric, and you're like, just crazy people.
But hey, think of it this way. At least now, like nowadays with social media, people actually have more of an understanding what's going on. So
Yes.
it makes it easier for you to say that stuff and go, okay, yeah, we get that.
Yeah, and then I can also explain myself on social media. I like that. Because sometimes I say things here at the table and then it's taken out of context, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't really mean it that way. And then I go on social media and I explain it.
Has that happened yet? Are you going to have to go on social media right away after this?
I don't know, it depends on what you guys write. And I'll see it all, by the way.
Oh man.
Not with me. I mean, everyone's afraid of me. Slightly. No, I mean, I'm pretty serious on set. I tend to kind of sit in a quiet place and focus on the job I have to do. It's a workplace after all, and I think so many times people can forget that it's a workplace, and I feel like every day I'm on set I have a commitment to be invested in my work 100%, to the point where I can get the crew home at a decent hour, because they're there every single day and they're making huge sacrifices by being on set, and it's my job to be able to act fast and to be present every take 100%, and so it takes a lot of energy, so it requires me to kind of be quiet in between. I did start calling Jim Murray Harry Potter, because he just looks like Harry Potter, and it kind of stuck. Like, he just looks like him. When he comes in the morning, he's got these glasses and his hair's a mess, and I'm like, you just look like Harry Potter. And he's like, no, I don't. I'm like, yeah, he looks like Harry Potter.
just bless you for saying that about being on a set, because I live in a major film area, and we've seen good sets and bad sets, and TV major graduates, so I really,
Yeah,
it can be hard.
It's the crew has the hardest job. Everything's acting. It must be so hard. But we're not there every day. We're not there. We're only there when we're actually in the scene. And then if we're not, we have a light storyline like in episode. There's some episodes I only work like 1 day or 2 days, and it's like the crew is there 5 days a week, and I always feel it's our job as actors to diminish the wasted time on set. So I never go back to my trailer. I usually stay on set in my chair, and because I try to diminish the time it takes from going to the trailer to set. I'm always there listening for when they say, okay, we're ready for first team. I'm already out of my chair walking. So, and it's hard. It takes so much. It does take a lot of energy, because especially in season 2 with Amanda, the intense emotions that she's living with, it's hard to kind of not turn it off in between. But at the same time, it's my job to be able to deal with it. It's I have a great job. Being an actor is the best job in the entire world. So every day is a blessing on set, and I feel for the crew. They make huge sacrifices, bigger sacrifices than us actors. And us actors, we walk around oh, it's so hard being an actor. It's so difficult, and it's not. It's just not.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.